Okay, good morning children. So let us solve this worksheet 1. So 1 radian is equal to how many degrees? Now let us solve this one. So we know that there are three types of measurements for angles are there. The first one is degrees. So in degrees 180 degrees 180 degrees, or if you take the complete angle, that means complete angle contains 360 degrees. So 360 degrees is equal to 400 grades in gradient measure is equal to 2 pi radians. 2 pi radians, or we can write it as 180 degrees is equal to half of this one, 200 grades is equal to half of the radians, pi radians. Pi radians. From this one we can conclude that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So pi means we can write it as 22/7 into 1 radian, that is equal to 180 degree. Now let us transfer. 1 radian is equal to 180 degree into 7 divided by 22. So now that implies 1 radian is equal to 1260 degrees divided by 22. Now you can cancel with 2. 1 radian is equal to 630 degrees divided by 11. So now divide 630 degrees with 11. Now let us divide. So 630 degrees divide with 11. 11 5s are 55 degrees. Now subtract them, you can get 8. 80. Now 11 7s 77 degrees. Now I got 3 degrees remainder. So we know that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So 3 degrees is equal to 3 into 60, that is equal to 180 minutes. Why? Because this is 3 degrees less than the divisor. So now 3 degrees answer can written as 180 minutes. Now divide this minutes. So 11 one time 11. Now the answer is equal to 70 minutes. Now 11 6 11 6 66. Now you got 4 minutes. So approximately 1 radian answer is equal to 57 degrees 16 minutes. 57 degrees 16 minutes. So the first question answer is Chennai. Now let us solve the next problem. 1 degree is equal to how many radians? Now let us solve the same one here. Here if you observe 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. So that means we can write it as 180 into 1 degree is equal to 22/7 7 into 1 radian. So now we can take it as a 1 degree is equal to 22 divided by 180 into 7 into 1 radian. Now 1 degree is equal to now you can carry ordinary division here. So 1 degree is equal to 22 divided by 1260. So then after you can get a 1 degree is equal to 0.01746 minutes, 0.01746 radians. Now let us see. So the second question 0.01746 Bombay. So now let us see among the following the correct statements. So these are all identities, trigonometric identities. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta, where theta is not integral multiple of pi. If suppose pi is equal to, if you substitute here, so cot 180 degrees, cot 180 degrees or cosecant, so these two values are not defined, these two values are not defined. So that's why if theta is not integral multiple of pi, then we can define 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here theta is any angle you can take. So these two functions both are defined. But secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So if theta is equal to pi by 2 or integral multiple of this pi by 2, 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, like that are there. Now this one is not defined, this one is not defined, but theta is equal to pi, it is defined. So if theta is odd multiple of pi by 2, then only secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is not defined. Why? Because if pi by 2 or odd multiples of pi by 2 is taken, tan theta is not defined and secant theta is also not defined. So among the following the correct incorrect statement is C here. Now among the following the correct statement, sin theta, secant theta, cosecant theta and cos theta. Now let us observe this one. Now here according to the trigonometric definition, trigonometry function definitions for any angle, if you observe, now here a ray makes some angle theta here. So the ray is a OP ray. So the ray OP makes some angle theta with a x-axis. Now let us drop the perpendicular from the point P to x-axis. Now let it be the point is A. Now let the coordinates of the point P are x comma y. So PA represents y coordinate, OA represents x coordinate of the point. Now OP is equal to radius or distance from origin to the point P. So that is equal to square root of x square plus y square. By using this formula we can able to calculate. This value is equal to r. This value is equal to r. So this ray is rotated here. this ray is rotated. If suppose if OP ray is coincide with x-axis, then the coordinates becomes x coordinate becomes r and y coordinate becomes 0. If this OP ray coincide with negative x-axis, now the points are here minus r, x value is minus r and y value is equal to 0. If this OP ray is coincide with y-axis, that means here this point is equal to coordinates of this point, x coordinate is 0 but y coordinate value is equal to OP radius, that is equal to r. If it is coincide here, so this is 0 comma minus r. So now if you observe here by the definitions of sin theta, so sin theta is equal to, the formula is y coordinate of the point P divided by distance of the point P from O, that is equal to r. Similarly cos theta is equal to x by r. Similarly tan theta is equal to y by x. Next cosecant theta is equal to reciprocal of sin theta, that is r by y. Then secant theta is equal to reciprocal of cos theta, that is r by x, and cot theta is equal to reciprocal of tan theta, that is x by y. Now here if you observe, what is the maximum possible value of x and y coordinates? So here the ray is rotated, so now the x and y coordinates are changed here. So x and y coordinates are changed. So if the ray is the maximum possible x coordinate and maximum possible y coordinate of the point P are r, and minimum value is minus r. The minimum value is minus r. So we can write this one as minus r less than or is equal to y less than or is equal to small r. So now divide both sides by r, you can get minus 1 less than or is equal to, so y by r less than or is equal to 1. So that implies minus 1 less than or is equal to, this is sin theta, y by r is a sin theta. Okay, sine of the angle theta less than or is equal to 1. So from this one we can say that the modulus or absolute value of sin theta is always less than or is equal to 1. So we can also call it as the range of sin theta. You can also call it as a range of sin theta. Similarly, the same one we can taken for cos theta also. So why? Because here, so the maximum possibility is minus r, so less than or is equal to x less than or is equal to 1 r. If you divide both sides by r, then we can get minus 1 less than or is equal to cos theta less than or is equal to 1. So from this one we can conclude that modulus of cos theta is less than or is equal to 1. Is less than or is equal to 1. Okay, here what about secant and cosecant? What about their values? Now let us see. From this one, The sin theta answer is greater than or is equal to -1. So sin theta answer is greater than or is equal to -1, and sin theta answer is less than or is equal to 1. Reciprocal this one. So reciprocal of this one means 1 by sin theta. So 1 by sin theta is less than or is equal to -1. 1 by -1, that is equal to -1. So if you reciprocal it, then inequality direction changed. And so here 1 by sin theta, 1 by sin theta, this value is greater than or is equal to 1. So here 1 by sin theta is nothing but cosecant theta. So that means the cosecant theta value, the cosecant theta value is always less than or is equal to -1, and here the cosecant theta value always greater than or is equal to 1. So from this one we can able to conclude that the absolute value of cosecant theta, always greater than or is equal to 1. Always greater than or is equal to 1. Similarly, the same thing we can write for secant also. So the modulus of secant theta is always greater than or is equal to 1. Then what about tan? So the tan theta value, so tan theta is equal to y by x. Tan theta is equal to y by x. So here this value we can get any real number. We may get any real number. Why? Because as x and y both values are real numbers. So we can get any real number for tan. And similarly for a cot. So here according to this one, so the modulus of sin theta is greater than or is equal to 1. This is wrong. So option B is correct, option C is wrong, and option D is wrong. Option D is wrong. This should be less than or is equal to. So here the correct statement is modulus of secant theta is greater than or is equal to 1. So the answer is B. Now what about a supplementary angle? Sum of two angles is 180 degrees, then those angles are called supplementary. So its angle is equal to 180 minus 70 degrees, that is equal to 170 degrees, that is Chennai. So the complementary means if sum of two angles is 90 degrees, then they are called complementary angles. So 90 minus 65 degrees, we need to subtract 90 minus 65 degrees, then we can get 25 degrees. So option A. Option A. So allied angles. Allied angles means their sum or difference must be 90 degrees or 180 degrees or 360 degrees, like that we can get, or we can get the multiple of 90 degrees. If two angles are said to be allied angles, if their sum or difference must be a multiple of, integral multiple of 90 degrees. Here, so the examples 360 plus or minus theta, okay, these all are allied angles, but 60 plus or minus theta is not a allied angles. So here the correct answer is Delhi. So remaining three are allied angles. So if r is the radius, theta is the angle in radians, the angle subtended by an arc at center of the circle. So it is nothing but length of the arc is equal to r into theta. Here theta should be expressed in radians. Theta should be expressed in radians. So that's why then theta is equal to L by r. Here given that r is the radius, theta is the angle subtended angle in radians subtended by an arc at center of the circle. Then the area of the sector is equal to LR square by 2. Area of the sector is equal to L into R square. So we can see that one. Now this is y axis, this is x axis. Here I am drawing a circle here. Now look at here, in this picture OAB represents a sector. OAB represents a sector. So now area of the sector is equal to, here angle made at center is theta. Angle made at center is theta. Now area of the sector is equal to, we know that theta by 360 into pi r square. Pi r square. Otherwise we know that length of the arc L is equal to theta by 360 into 2 pi r into 2 pi r. If suppose if you take the area, that is equal to theta by 360 into, I am writing this pi r square as 2 into pi r, 2 pi r into r divided by 2. Why? Because I am multiplying with 2 and 2 here. So if you observe this area, that is equal to 1 by 2 into theta by 360 into, here this answer is 2 pi r. 2 pi r into r. So now area is equal to 1 by 2 into, this is length of the arc LR. So here we can able to know L is equal to R into theta. If theta should be expressed in radians, then you can substitute L value here. Therefore area is equal to 1 by 2 into L. L means R into theta. R into theta into R. That is equal to 1 by 2 R square into theta. So this is the area of the, this is area of sector which makes an angle theta at center, where theta is expressed in radians. Theta should be expressed in radians. So now the answer is Bombay. Now, so now tan minus 2 pi by 3. So we know that tan of minus theta is equal to minus tan theta. So we write it as minus tan 2 pi by 3. Minus tan 2 pi by 3. Now this can be written as minus tan. This can be written as pi minus pi by 3. So this pi minus pi by 3 is in second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. So now this answer can be written as minus of minus tan pi by 3. Minus of minus tan pi by 3. That is equal to plus tan pi by 3. That is equal to tan pi by 3. Tan 60 degrees. So now the answer is equal to root 3. So C is a answer. Now 72 degrees is how many radians? So we know that 180 degrees is equal to 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. So 1 degree is equal to 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 pi by 180 radians. So now substitute here, then we can get 72 degrees. Now 72 degrees is equal to 72 into 1 degree, means pi by 180 radians. Pi by 180 radians. So 9 table cancel. 4 table 2 pi by 5. 2 pi by 5. The answer is A.